Dang, I don't think I'm really messy. I'm trying to think.
Well, what do you see on IG?
What do I see on IG?
Talk to them. I don't know.
What do you think about people just comparing their lives to other people on social media? Like, what is life goals or just goals in general when searching on social media platforms?
Put that into a sentence so it could be in the beginning. I think what you said at the end was good. Like, what is life goals per se? Like when you see it on IG.
What is life goals as said on Instagram?
Life goals, I feel like, is a way to get an idea of something that you don't spend enough time trying to manifest on your own. And only reason I say that is because like I have a real like serious set of actual goals. So like I'm to the point now where like the things I see on social media or the things that other people are blessed with, like, it doesn't really become a goal for me because I know what mines are. You know what I'm saying? So when I see people say that under like other people's things or like they'll share somebody else's thing and say like this is goals and things like that, and it's like, dang, like that's goals, but you don't know anything they went through to get there. Like that's goals, but you don't know crap for real. Like you don't know nothing that's really past that final moment. So I mean, like I don't know. I feel like I said in the beginning, like it's really when I see it on social media, I think it's different than what an actual life goal is. But on social media, I think it's really more so about like, okay, I haven't manifested what I really want to manifest. So like it's easy for me to just say like, that looks nice, so that's a goal now. But like that's gonna change every time you scroll. So like you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. It's that's how I think about it. I could be thinking about it in a, I don't know, too much of a realist way, but I don't know. That's what I think when I see people like saying like goals this and goals that. Like, and don't get me wrong, sometimes it is just a term of endearment. Like when people say like, oh bro, I'm trying to be like you. Like, you know, that's the same thing. That could be the same thing as like a goal. So I think it definitely, the tone has to be set. Like you can tell, like, but I think it can be used both ways. Like one is just, oh, like this is goals, y'all goals. That's like people's way of saying that's cute or something. And then you also got the ones that's really like wishing this for them because they don't really know what they want to go out and manifest. Mm-hmm.
How do you really feel about social media influencers?
Social media influencers, for me, since I'm obviously like gonna be one day, like, so it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's necessary. Like if you, like, influence is the most tangible thing in the world in terms of like, I ain't gonna say the most tangible thing, that's the wrong word. Influence is one of the most powerful things in the world. And since social media is also one of the most powerful things in the world, when you put those two together, you got a crazy combination. So like, if you can literally like tap into people's social media, the thing that they're on all day, no matter what they got going on, people on social media at work, while they work out, while they watch TV, while they're with their husbands, while they're with their wives, while they with their kids, they on social media. So like, if you can be an influencer that stays on somebody's mind and taps into them, like you literally getting access to that person all the time if you can tap in through social media. So I feel like, since obviously like with the things I'm trying to manifest with my companies and stuff like that, I need to have an influence through social media. I don't look at it as a bad thing. I kind of look at it as like, it's just what's necessary. Like it's 2019 going into 2020. Like we live in an electronic era. Social media influencers are serious. Like I feel like it's just as much of an influencer as a pastor. It's just as much of an influence as a doctor, if not more. Like, and I don't know. That's just really how it goes. Because people only can go for what they see. So like, if I show people things on social media, and then I come out and speak about it, they literally have two choices: believe me or don't. And it typically, when people believe what they see, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's just a formula. Like if you follow the formula, it only leads to one thing of like influence. Is if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. Kind of just coming off the top, but that's literally what I think about it. Like I then in terms of like how I look at it from a consumer standpoint, because I still have influencers I follow like Gary Vee and some other people for real. Gary Vee always pops into my head because he's on it all the time. But I feel like what more influencers should do, like a tip for influencers, is one, vulnerability is always good. So like actually be real with people. Like if you're struggling, talk about the struggle. Don't just talk about the beautiful days. Talk about the rainy joints too. And then two, really just be mindful of like the power of your influence. Because that's what a lot of people aren't mindful of, I feel like. Or they just don't care because they just looking to reap benefits. But like when I think influence, like I want to influence people to go out and better themselves. Influence people to like pick up better habits, to like do things that I feel like genuinely is going to help them out. Not just likes. I don't care about that stuff. Like I literally could care less. And you know better than anybody being around this whole year, like I could care less about like likes at this point in my life, comments, views, any of that. Like I much rather have like that one response that's like, oh, I actually triggered you with this one. You actually needed this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when I feel like that influence is being made. You like 500 pics a day if you're on Instagram for 2 hours. You literally scrolling, boom, boom, scrolling, boom, boom, scrolling. You don't remember mine. So why do I care about that like? You comment on 5, you comment on 20 probably. Why do I care about that? I'm going to still show my appreciation, but I kind of feel like I don't get stuck into the never-ending cycle of I got to do this for this and then repeat the cycle. I got to do this for this and repeat the cycle. I kind of just look at it like I got to put something out because I know if I plant the seed, like, you know what I'm saying, it can harvest into something beautiful one day. And that may not be for me, that may be for somebody who come across some of my content a year later. And it really just helps them break through. And I feel like, shoot, if I could do that, that's all I'm trying to do for real.
Why do you think social media fuels envy within this generation?
Because a lot of people don't have. Like, we live in a world with limited resources. That's the way it's painted to us anyway. Like, it's painted to us as it's not enough resources, so we gotta want what other people have. And we live in a world of like instant gratification. Like, people don't want to wait on things. People don't want to wait their turn. And IG make it look like it's everybody else's turn but yours, especially when you down deep. Like, so that's why I'm just like, I lost the question. What was the original question?
Why do you think social media fuels envy in this generation?
Oh yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, like everybody just want everything right now, and I feel like envy, that's really all that is. Just want something that somebody else got, like, and rather than just being happy that they got it, or like just, you feel me, like showing love and just liking the fact that somebody else is eating. People just rather eat for themselves, I guess. Envy is just, it's just way deeper than social media though. I feel like if you're an envious person, that's something you really need to like look into. Cause like, you shouldn't just be jealous, I feel like, of people. Cause like, that's just like smacking God in the face. Like, he blessed you with a whole life. Like, regardless of what that life is, like, you could be dead or you could have not popped up here. But like, he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and show you some love, let you live a life, manifest some things on your own, and you got the nerve to be hating on what somebody else doing. I feel like that's definitely something you gotta do some self-reflection on. Envy is one of the things that's like, it's not many things about a person that like is an immediate turn off, or like is an immediate like, I don't want you around me energy wise. I ain't even talking about attraction, just energy wise. Like, I don't want, but like seeing envy, like seeing somebody be envious is like probably like top 5 on the list. That's like, well, that was cool while it lasted.